Ultimate backyard oasis. You want a spa moment. You need a hot tub. But usually, to install a spa would be $4,000 to $20,000. Instead, Bestway said, let's give you an inflatable heated hot tub, not for $4,000 to $20,000. Let's give it for you a sale price of $599.98 with free shipping and handling. So you're saving $126 off of the QVC price. Then you are saving $128 off of the shipping and handling. So altogether today, you can save over $254 to bring home the best-selling Bestway hot tub, 5 to 7 people. More just arrived. It's the first day this month presented at this low price, and this is it. And would you believe it? You can set it up in 20 minutes, and all you have to provide is your hose water, and you have yourself a fantastic spa. Rachel Pavis is here with us to tell us more. Rachel, I think we need to jump right in.
Absolutely. So one of the great things that I love about this hot tub is that you can actually sit on the side of it. So it's super, super comfortable. You might think because it's inflatable, it's not durable or it's not strong, but this is so durable, so strong. In fact, it has an internal beam construction so that it is sturdy enough that we can actually sit on the outside of it.
Amazing. I just imagine having this in a backyard space where you've just been looking for something to have entertainment and fun.
Yes.
And Bestway really brings us the greatest when it comes to those inflatable entertainment pieces.
Well, that's so true, and that's because Bestway's been at it for 25 years, really creating amazing watercrafts. They do stand-up paddle boards and kayaks, that sort of thing. They also do air mattresses, they do spas and pools, so they really do know what they're doing. They are the best of the best, and they have a lot of features that some of the other ones don't have. For instance, they have something called freeze shield technology, and I haven't seen any of the other companies offer this, but it's where your pump system actually senses when the outside temperature drops below 40 degrees, and then it automatically kicks on your heater and heats your water between 40 and 52. And what that does is it makes sure that the water doesn't freeze, bursting any pipes or ruining your spa just because of an unexpected cold snap.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, tell us how it works.
Okay, so first off, when you first get this home, I guess let me just say first that, like you said, this does everything that your commercially installed thousands and thousands of dollars hot tubs does. But this is something that is at a fraction of the cost, sets up in minutes. So when you first get this home, what you're going to do is you take everything out of the box. Now you're getting the pump. This here, I like to think of this as our workhorse. This does everything for you. This is what's going to fill the spa with your air, but then it's also going to draw the water into this, and then it's going to heat the water and push it back out, and then that's going to clean the water and then chlorinate the water at the same time. So I'll show you where that chemical dispenser is.
Okay.
So when you first get it home, you hook up this cord. I already pre-did it just for you for the interest of time. And there's a number 1 here on the side. So what you do is you put this valve right into that spot there, and then you turn on your bubbles on your spa. That's going to fill your spa up with air, and then you're going to do the same thing on the cover that's right here behind me.
Okay.
So once that's full, then you're going to remove this pipe here. And by the way, I should mention that this is, as easy as this is to set up, it's just as easy to take down. So when I take this cord off, there's actually an extra little piece over there. See the black piece on the table?
Yes.
When you're deflating it, you would just add that piece there, and when you add this piece to it, and I love that Bestway made it foolproof, okay? Because it only fits on one way. So to deflate the spa, you just add that piece to it.
Great.
Okay, so once you get that done, and then you've inflated your cover and you've inflated your spa, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to hook up your control center or your pump here to the side. And you'll notice that they really made it foolproof. The pipes line up perfectly, Rachel. So you don't have to worry about, oh, am I going to connect the intake to the outtake or the bubbles to the water. It doesn't allow you to do that because the pipes, the way they line up, they hand tighten, they screw tight just perfectly together, and that's how you then attach your pump. So then once that's done, the next thing you're going to do, add your hose water.
Amazing.
And it holds 314 gallons. So you add your hose water, and then you're going to come over here to your pump, and you're going to then turn it on, and you're going to set your heater. So you'll see this is on an oscillating arm, so you can see all the different functions that you get there. There's an auto locking mechanism here. So for small fingers, if you don't want anybody touching it and changing the temperature, yes. And it automatically locks after about 5 minutes. There's also a timer feature. So if you say, hey, I want this to turn on for me Thursday afternoon, so it's nice and hot for Friday night. So you don't have to heat it all the time if you don't want to, but you certainly can. You can set your timer there. Then you have your heating element there. There's the heat, and it looks just like kind of a little flame. Over here is our filter button. If you're not using the heater, but you want to filter the water, you can turn this button on. For instance, if you're using it as a cold plunge and you don't want to heat the water, you can use that. That will suck the water through and then push it right back through. And then you have your up and your down for your temperature, and you can change it to Celsius or you can do Fahrenheit, either one.
So this essentially gives you everything that you get from one of those $4,000 to $20,000 installed spas, but with an inflatable, easy to use Bestway hot tub, and you get a sale price under $600. Oh, and by the way, we're gonna cover the shipping and handling, which should be $128.16. So
let's talk. Well, so first up, there's also the jets. So I want to come back to that. But to that point about the free shipping. If you get one of those commercially installed hot tubs, you have to pay to have it delivered, and it's hundreds of dollars just for that delivery.
Yes, and you have to find a day that works for everyone so they can come and they can take the hours to get it set up.
And you also have to hire an electrician if you want to do that. So if the difference between getting the commercially installed ones is this can literally go anywhere on your, on the ground, any level area in your yard. But you're also getting that energy cover too. I want to mention that. So we have the cover that goes right on top. I use that cover just day to day, right? But if you know you're going to be gone for the week and it's going to be cold or you're going to get snow, you're going to want to put that EnergySense cover on. And there's that cover and what that looks like on top. That's just an extra insulator, basically, to make your hot tub a little bit more efficient.
Great. And I just want to make sure everyone's aware, this cover right here, this is also inflated. So this is an easy to maneuver, easy to place on cover that's right here.
Exactly.
And are these the filters?
Yes, so let me show you how this works. I told you that the control center, for lack of a better term, is going to filter the water but also chlorinate it. So hold that one for me. This is your filter. And so what I recommend is you're going to want to take this out every time or two that you're in the spa, because this is going to filter out any dirt, any debris, anything like that. You can rinse this right in the garden hose or in your sink.
Oh, fantastic.
Okay, so that goes right in there.
So do we need to buy new filters eventually?
Eventually, yeah, eventually, but as long as you maintain it, it's going to last for a good long while.
Great.
Okay, so what happens is, and again, remember I said Bestway made it foolproof. So if you look on the inside of this one, it has threads because this screws on. This is your filter, so this is going to go on the bottom, and I can't really show you where it is inside, but there's two different ports. So this is the filter, is going to draw the water through here into your control center that's going to heat the water, and then it pushes it back out. Now this one doesn't have threads, so this one fits on the one just above it, again, so you don't confuse the two. And then this one here is our chem dispenser. So what this does is you're going to pick up at the pool supply store or somewhere just to get tablets.
Okay.
And that's going to be either chlorine or bromine. And so that's, as the water comes back through here, it then touches those chlorine tablets and is cleaning the water.
So everything's nice and clean, so it truly does do everything that those larger, not even larger, but the more expensive spas do, because this fits 5 to 7 people.
Yeah, that's a great point too. I always say this too. I think it's important to mention, Rachel. No one has ever said, I wish I had a smaller hot tub.
True.
This is a big one. 5 to 7 people is a lot of people. And so you can have your whole family in here. You can have friends and family in here. One of the things, I love getting into a spa. I love going to the spa. But whenever I'm at like a resort and I get into the hot tub, I always think to myself, I don't know how well it's maintained.
True.
This being in your yard, at literally a fraction of the price of what you would spend for one of those commercially installed ones, and about the price of what you spend to go to a fancy spa where you can get into the cold plunge and get into the hot tubs.
Well, I used to work on cruise ships.
Yes.
And the hot tubs, you couldn't get in unless you woke up at like 7 a.m.
Oh, goodness.
It was always packed. It's always crowded, and you never know who's in there. There's kids running. People are trying to bring their food there, and it just was a mess.
It's like a little cruise ship soup.
Exactly. Yes.
But it also has cushion. You can see that great overhead shot there. There's cushion. I love the mosaic tile that's on the bottom as well. So it's a very nice looking spa too.
Yes, and then so the jets are going to come from the base here?
Yes, so 180 jets that go all around the interior, the perimeter of the spa. And so that's the way that you're getting that spa-like experience. This heats to 104 degrees. That's the same that those commercially installed hot tubs heat to.
Wow.
104 degrees. But if you don't want to heat the water, or let's say you want to turn off the heater in the summer and just use it as a pool or something refreshing, you can do that as well.
Right.
And, you know, cold plunging right now has been so on trend. So if you want to just use the water right from the hose, that's about 50 degrees typically. So that's going to stay cool.
That's a nice cold plunge.
It is. Now again, if it's hot outside, that'll heat it up over time. But yes, it's another way to use these.
That's great. So today you are saving $126. This is exclusive to us here at QVC. You can't find this version anywhere else. It's free shipping and handling today, which saves you over $125. It's the first day this month presented at this low price, and it's 20 minutes to you having it set up and good to go, and you have that spa experience. And then, as you were saying, Rachel, there's also lots of great safety mechanisms here to make sure that everyone's going to be safe and secure.
Yes. So first off, the pump has a locking mechanism on it that activates after 5 minutes, so no one can go and change the temperature unless they know how to unlock it for children. But also, I love that the cover has safety clips. It's a 3-point safety clip that goes all the way around, and so that is really important. I always say, if you're not out there or you're not using this spa currently, always put that cover on.
Yes.
It easily slips right on top. It floats on the top, and then you just do the clips all around the side, and you're good to go. That's going to keep out small children, pets, you know, animals, any debris too. So if you're using this in an area where maybe you have trees, that's going to keep any of the leaves and things out.
Now, should we deflate this for if we're in cold climates when it gets to be winter?
So this, it can withstand the temperatures.
Oh, great.
But for me personally, I don't like to be out in below 25 degrees. To me is kind of like a threshold. I don't know why that number, but that's like kind of what I've said in my head is if it's below 25, I typically don't want to go outside in the spa. So if you live in an area of the country where you're going to get a cold step and you know you're not going to use it, that's one of the great things about this spa is that you can empty it, and there's a little port. Let me show you how you empty it. So on the side here, you'll notice there's a nozzle that allows you to connect your garden hose. So you just unattach this piece right here, connect your garden hose, and then inside by you there's a little port. You lift that up, and then all the water can drain out. Now once the water is drained out, then you connect that cord that I was showing you, and it literally sucks all of the air out of the spa, so you can easily then put it away for the winter if you want, or if you're moving, you can transport it, or you don't love the location you put it in, you can move it.
That's a great idea, because what do you do when you pay $4,000 to $20,000 to have a professional spa? It doesn't go with you if you move, right?
Not easily.
Not easily. Now, if you have a QVC Q card, I have really good news for you. $50 a month over the course of the next 12 months. And as long as you pay that on time and it's all paid off in the 12 months, there's no extra interest. So if you could use this, as Rachel said, she doesn't prefer to, but you could use this 12 months out of the year if you did want to use this in those cold weathers.
And I leave mine up year round. I just don't go in it when it's too cold.
I see. Amazing. Okay, so give us a call to place your order. $120 on an easy payment. $20, 20 minutes to that great spa experience, and it's a more just arrived moment. Rachel, thank you so much.
Thanks so much, Rachel.
Always good to